answer a commonly asked question, which is with these policies, when I set them up, what are my minimum and maximums, right? And the answer to that question is you can actually set them wherever you want. And again, this assumes we're designing a policy for cash flow, not for a death benefit. We're not just buying $1 million policy. So firstly, when it comes to my minimum contributions, what is that? We can set it wherever we want. So again, money can go where? It can go towards insurance premium, or it can go towards cash, that PUA rider. We're just going to call it cash. What people are not aware of is we can really set that premium wherever we want. If we are older, if we're in our 60s, maybe the lowest we can drive it is between $1,000 and $1,500 per year, but it is easy to really set wherever we want. So the answer would be, what should I put here? Whatever you want. Now, the follow-up question to that would be, well, can I just set it at $1 and then put everything else into cash, right? So this is the most important piece with the maximum limits. Two things mainly that you want to be aware of when it comes to the maximums. One, you have the insurance company's limits. And this is really going to help you set your base premium over here and where this should be. Wherever you set your insurance premium, the insurance company is going to allow you as a maximum to contribute 10 times or 10x that number, this is per year, into cash, into PUAs. Right? So if I want the ability to put in $10,000 per year, that means I cannot have a premium any lower than $1,000, for example. If I want to be able to pay in $100,000 per year, again, I need a premium of at least $10,000 per year. That is the case with the 4 major mutual companies with their limits. Good to be aware of that. The other limit is the IRS limit, our MEC limit. Now again, what people are not aware of here is we can actually set that limit, that number, at any dollar figure we want to. So going back to the question, what are my minimums and maximums? The maximum PUA, or cash I can pay into a policy per year, is 10x my minimum premium. Also, I do not want to exceed that MEC limit. So knowing that we can set it wherever we want, often what we're going to do is, if my maximum desired contribution is $100K per year, that means I'm going to set my MEC limit at $100K and my minimum premium at $10K, because the insurance company will allow me to 10x that premium contribution into cash, and then I've got my IRS limit set at the figure, so the life insurance policy is always considered life insurance in the viewpoint of the IRS, not a taxable investment. So let's illustrate this with an example. And what we've got here is a policy here with MassMutual. And what we're going to show really is what this looks like. This screen giving me a hard time? Cleaning up? How do those numbers look, Cheyenne? They look okay? Yeah, it's the most important piece is. So what I want to highlight here is primarily, we've got $50,000 a year going in. This is a 35-year-old male. If I scroll to the bottom here, you're going to see his MEC limit on the bottom right-hand corner. Screen's having some fun with us, huh? Is $50,000, right? So we designed this policy to be able to handle a capacity of $50,000 per year. So we satisfied that limit first. Now what we did here that does not meet the required guidelines is we set our base premium deliberately under that 10%, right? So it's under $5,000. It's at $4,400, almost $47,000. So why we did this is the company will allow us to illustrate. However, when we scroll down here towards the end, the bottom of the illustration, what you're going to see is a warning from the company that they will not approve this or even allow this to be sold. And the last thing anyone wants is to be shown, hey, look at this great policy, how much money you'll have, and then you're told, oh, you can't do it. You actually have to pay in more towards the premium, right? Who wants to hear that? No, you'll think the agent's trying to pull something over you, which is not the case at all. It's probably just an error. But what we have here is a warning directly from the company. Is that big enough there? Yeah. That verbiage? So product warning, this will pop up on the illustration. Some companies won't allow you to illustrate it, but this case design has a ailer/lisser, which in this company's term really is their PUA/cash contribution, different terms for that, in excess of 10 times the base premium and will not be approved for sale. It exceeds their limits, they won't allow for it. So we want to be aware of this from an insurance company before we even start looking at numbers. So we want to be educated. The advisor should tell us. This way we're not setting expectations improperly. Hey, you can put in $1 million minimum premium, and then you're told, oh, that premium has got to be a little bit higher. No, we don't want this. So there are limits. Back to the question, what are my minimums and maximums? The raced minimum is wherever I set my base premium, but really I back into that number based off of how much I want the ability to pay in. If I want to be able to pay in $50,000 per year, means I need a MEC limit of $50,000 at least, and then a minimum base premium of 10%, $5,000, because the company will allow me to contribute 10 times that minimum premium.